handicap hurdle. 3 miles in front of them, 10 flights of hurdles to be jumped.
Just put that on site for a second. Point out the fact this race here has got a short price favourite on it. Now, the problem with a short price favourite is at that price it controls over 50% of the market. That was the full.
Oakley.
All these other prices have to come crashing in. It's something to be aware of when they're short runners in a race. You have to be extremely careful, keep an eye on what that horse is doing. I'm going to try and get a few through the market, but I'm going to be extremely cautious and I'm going to be keeping my eye on that favourite at all times, watch where that price is going.
Flight of hurdles, and it's Eleanor Bob that's out in front to, in second position, Legends Ride. Then Quilcha Ella racing in third, the
nice
big
one,
white face of Richard Johnson, or big white face of Wild Spirit. Richard Johnson is aboard there in fourth. Then up the inside, we've got Sandy Mount Rose there, then followed by Robin Gold and Shambra. They're all safely over the first and making their way on towards the second. And it's Eleanor Bob who's out in front, pricked ears to, in second position, the yellow and black colours there of Legends Ride. Quilcha Ella just put down there at that flight of hurdles. Didn't give Paddy Brennan much of a chance there, but he did extremely well to stick a border because she didn't seem too keen on getting her landing gear out there. Then followed on the inside by Sandy Mount Rose in the sheepskin noseband. Then on the outside, Wild Spirits in the red cap, bit of a gap then to Robin Gold in the yellow colours, and Shambra also towards the rear of the field. Robin Gold, of course, representing the Skelton Yard, looking for a double on the day. So it's Quilcha Ella after that slightly hair-raising leap, who now leads as they make their way round the turn. They'll be swinging down the side of the track to, in second position, Eleanor Bob. They're then followed by Legends Ride, who's racing in third, in the hands of Gavin Sheehan. And the white face of Wild Spirit on the outside. Then Sandy Mount Rose, who prior to that victory last time out had a string of seconds to her name, so can't fault her consistency in terms of proximity to the business end. They're then followed by Robin Gold, and Shambra is at the back of the field for £7 claimer Alan Doyle. So they're making the turn into the home straight for the first time, and it's Quilcha Ella who leads by about 3/4 of a length to Eleanor Bob and Charlie Deutsch racing in second. They're then followed in third by Legends Ride, the yellow and black colours. Then the sheepskin noseband of Sandy Mount Rose, the favourite, followed then by Wild Spirit, the white sleeves. Then Shambra and Robin Gold's just been re-relegated to last. Down towards what'll be the second last in a circuit's time. And it's Quilcha Ella who leads them, and she popped over that one very nicely in stark contrast to the rather average leap over on the far side. Second position for Eleanor Bob, then followed by Wild Spirit, who's racing in third as they take that one. Nice fluent leap from the favourite there. Sandy Mount Rose took her into third. Legends Ride has just lost a position or two. Not a huge amount of ground, in fairness to her. And then Shambra and Robin Gold at the rear of the field. Indeed, there's not a huge amount of ground separating all 7 of them here as they make their way past us. Circuit of the track to get round here at Ludlow, and 5 more flights of hurdles to be jumped. And it's Quilcha Ella that leads to Eleanor Bob in second. Then on the outside in third, Legends Ride, followed then by Sandy Mount Rose, the green colours, in fourth spot. Then Wild Spirit, the red cap, racing in fifth. Then Shambra, the green, up the inside, followed then by the green cap of Robin Gold, who's at the back of the field, but still only about 6 lengths behind. Passing their point of departure, they're going to make the fairly gentle rise, as they do here at Ludlow, towards the back straight. And the lead has now gone back to Eleanor Bob up the near side, I reckon, to Quilcha Ella, the white jacket. They're, I wouldn't say separated by the width of the track, but they're separated by a bit of ground. They're then followed by Legends Ride. Sandy Mount Rose now right up the inside, going the shortest way. Wild Spirit just tries to improve her position a little bit, and it's now beginning to look like rather hard work for Shambra. And Robin Gold still at the rear of the field, not as vigorously ridden as Shambra, but just losing a little bit of touch. So they make their way towards the first of the 2 flights of hurdles over on this part of the track, and it's Quilcha Ella who's come to retake the lead here. To, in second position now, Wild Spirit. Then up the inside we've still got Eleanor Bob, and then as they take the next, they're followed by Sandy Mount Rose, the favourite, who jumped that one very nicely.
Out of here, man.
So they're making their way towards the second of the 2 flights of hurdles over on the far side, the one that Quilcha Ella wasn't very good at last time round. Sandy Mount Rose in second, excuse me, followed then in third spot by Wild Spirit. Johnson having a little look round. They're then followed in fourth spot by Legends Ride. Quilcha Ella jumped that one much better than on the first occasion. To Sandy Sandy Mount Rose on the inside in second, then Wild Spirit on the outer in third. Eleanor Bob now just being left behind. Legends Ride's lost a little bit of ground. Robin Gold has gained a little bit of ground as they make the turn out of the back straight now. And it's Quilcha Ella who's been more or less on the sharp end throughout. The Sandy Mount Rose, the green jacket in second. Wild Spirit just being nudged along by Johnson now on the outside. Sticking to the inside rail like a limpet is Eleanor Bob. There then followed by Legends Ride, and then after that Robin Gold. So as they make the swing now, they're heading down the side of the track very shortly. And it's Quilcha Ella that's out in front. To in second position, Wild Spirit, Sandy Mount Rose with plenty of cover at the moment. Still travelling powerfully. Followed then by Legends Rise, then Eleanor Bob. Robin Gold has ridden along. Shambra is still just about in camera shot, but is struggling. So as they begin to make the turn out of the side of the track now, they'll be swinging to the home straight very shortly. Quilcha Ella, then Wild Spirit round the outside. Still travelling strongly for Johnson. Sandy Mount Rose, though, is going really well for Sam Twiston Davies too. They're then followed by Legends Ride, who's getting back into this as Quilcha Ella fades. So as they make the swing for home, Sandy Mount Rose, the sheepskin noseband, still going powerfully to in second position, Wild Spirit, who's now just exercising Johnson's arm. Sandy Mount Rose jumped that one very nicely indeed, and she eases quickly into a 2 to 3 length advantage to Wild Spirit in second, Legends Ride in third, Eleanor Bob in fourth. Second last flight, the leader didn't jump it absolutely brilliantly. She somewhat dived at it, but she's well clear now, and all the while easing further into a more clear advantage over the last. Didn't jump it particularly well, but has still got 6 or 7 lengths in hand over them, to Wild Spirit in second, followed then in third spot by Legends Ride, who's driven along but racing up towards the winning line now inside the final half furlong. Sandy Mount Rose took a while for the first win to come along, but two have come in quick succession here, and she's absolutely skated up to in second position. Wild Spirit, followed then in third by Legends Ride, and the fourth horse home was Eleanor Bob.
That race was slightly quicker than the timer, but it weren't far out. It's good enough. Yeah, sometimes you might look at that and didn't get any trades. They made £1.52, which is a write-off of £28 bankroll. You know, that's a fiver. So it's be 25 today on this 25 to £500 challenge. But yeah, sometimes it's better to sit on your hands. You know, knowing when not to trade is as important as knowing when to trade, because if you just go in at the wrong times, you'll throw your money away. Best to sit on your hands sometimes, and that was one of those ones. If anything had happened to that odds favourite, then market could have smashed through me, taken my stake. I could have been looking at losing my whole bank. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth getting involved in too much unless you feel totally confident, and certainly not late on when there's an odds-on favourite in there. If it was jumps rather than hurdles as well, it's even more dodgy, because they fall all the time, and if it falls, you don't want to have money on the lay side when the favourite is approaching a fence for a jump. Anyway, next race.